Well, that sucks. Bulls go into the half down by 16. They were down by 26 at one point in this game so far tonight, and this has not been a pretty game at all. The one half, the Bulls play one half of a quarter good, right? That first half of the first quarter, they played really good, and it looked like, hey, this is going to be one of those games where it's tight down the stretch. And then the Bulls proceeded to go on an almost 5-minute scoring drought in which the Milwaukee Bucks scored very well. And so all those things combined, it just listen. At one point, Vooch had half of our points. And he was the only Bull really getting on the board. Vooch today 6 for 8 overall, and then 3 for 3 from 3-point range. Three rebounds, 1 assist, 15 points. He leads the Bulls in scoring. But man, this has been a Bulls getting out rebounded by 12. The free throw margin, we're seeing a big discrepancy there. The Bulls have only shot 2 free throws. Those are from Zach LaVine, to the 11 free throws that the Milwaukee Bucks have gotten so far. The turnover game, Bulls with 5 turnovers, the Milwaukee Bucks with 8. But man, this game, I really don't. It sucked. Like the fact that I still have my hat on is amazing, because when the Bulls were down by 20 plus, I was ready to lose my shit. Now the Bulls did drop the lead by 10 points to get it down to being down by 16 going into the half. The Bulls, if they're gonna even have a way, right, a sight of getting this back in, they're going to have to play a perfect third quarter of basketball. Now, can they do it? I mean, the possibility is there, right? But it's not highly likely, especially with the way that this team has played third quarters over the course of the season. But Jesus Christ, Jesus. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alex Lores says Vooch is actually hitting jump shots consistently, rubs eyes. Yep. Yeah, he came out there, he was balling. Giannis and Embiid literally own the Bulls. Forget everything else. That's what superstars do. That is a fact, brother. Man, them bigs are scaring me. I wouldn't say about scaring you, but it is what it is. Raul says at least they cut the deficit to 16 by half. Yeah. I mean, there is, and effort does matter, right? And you don't want to not acknowledge it, but to be able to cut it down, the lead down by 10 points, and they did it over the course of like 3 minutes, is good, but they need to get their shit together. But the free throw discrepancy, the foul calling, like not even just the free throw discrepancy, right? The amount, like the Bulls for a stretch that didn't have any fouls called for them, and not against them. There were plenty called against them, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Alex Lores says, why is Lamar settling for the same shots? I feel like the league has figured them out. I definitely agree with you there. Bro, these refs, I still have faith that they can come back and make it a close game. Hey, don't give up faith. Keep hope alive, right? And the refs on the Bucks bench, listen, the refs are in somebody's payroll. Somebody's payroll. We need to have Adam Silver in the stands of every game, because that's the only time it seems like we get called fair. Spice Bands, what's going on, little bro? Says this is amazingly bad. Yeah, it's not good, man. This is definitely not good. J. Lar, this is ugly. Listen, we don't. It is, right? And this halftime hangout sometimes are as much for therapy as anything else, because this is bad. This is bad. Brandy in the building. She got face palm emojis. I feel it. MC Season says he's on this conspiracy shit. The league don't want us to get foul calls. Not even saying we losing because of that, but still, bro. Yeah, the foul calling discrepancy in this game is atrocious, right? It's atrocious. It's bad. It's definitely bad. And we know how frustrated Zach gets when he's not getting calls. And also, let's not forget, because I want to do the good and the bad, Zach has had some turnovers that are just like, bro, what the fuck were you seeing? Like, seriously, like, what were you seeing? Not gonna lie, DeMar these past 2 weeks has been bad. He had a good game yesterday, but every other game he hasn't been good. If he can't score, he doesn't really grind or give anything else. But yeah, it's Emangelo, Megalo says DeFrozen has a run. And I was fighting that narrative so bad from people that were like, hey, look at what DeMar does in the playoffs. But listen, I still think he's been playing some heavy minutes this season, and that is contributing. It's not the only reason. I want to be clear, it's not the only reason, but yeah, yeah. Billy need to leave Pat on Giannis and take Green off of him. I'm not at this point. You want to try anything? I'm really surprised we have not seen Derrick Jones Jr. at all in this game. Like not even a little bit. Troy Brown Jr., Tony Bradley, Matt Thomas not playing doesn't surprise me at all. But I really did think we were going to get some Derrick Jones Jr. in this, and maybe Billy Donovan does go to him in the second half. Maybe there may be something going on with his hand that we don't know about. It's a lot of options. Julie is in the building. Again, the Bulls look like they're on the floor thinking, what are we going to do next? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Trent Baker says, I'm liking Pat's defense on Giannis. Very solid. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see what else we got. Nick Tolliver's in the building. I know Zach isn't 100, but man, it really his time to shine. Him at 100 right now will be lethal. He plays so fast paced, and now he's learning to be more patient with shot selection, and driving deadly combo. Yes, and people forget that he was doing, like I said at the beginning of the season, before the thumb, and then he started getting back to it after the thumb. But before the thumb, Zach really seemed like he was going to make that leap this season to where he knew when he can score. He knew that he can scoring off whenever he wanted to. He was patient, he was tactful. And now, like, it may be the injury, maybe the team not playing as good. There's maybe a few things, but we're not seeing that as much. But he's still showing the flashes of, hey, I can take over stretches of this game and can't nobody stop me from scoring. But yeah, we'll see. The Low Show says, what's good, Haize? I'm not surprised about what I'm seeing from the Bulls. We are not a good outside shooting team, but yet they continue to shoot instead of attacking the rim. Listen, this is why, Lonzo Ball does play difference. His ability to shoot at the clip that he has been is very key, very key. Missing shots and not getting calls. That's from Imperfect Kingdom. By the way, Imperfect Kingdom is the one who made this Flight 8 shirt. See that? If you order from Imperfect Kingdom, use the code Shy Bull Central, and you get a percentage off your order. If you want this amazing tea, Imperfect Kingdom is the only one that can give it to you. Let's go ahead and move on. Angela Williams. The thing's acting weird with you guys' comments again. Come on, pull up. We just need to make some shots. It's not just that, right? It's more than just making shots, but we do need to make shots. I'm not going to take that away. We do need to make shots, but it's more than just the making shots part of it. This defense is not the same intensity that we've been seeing before. Let's see. Billy Donovan should watch Chicago Bulls Central during every halftime. Nah, he don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. He'll be like, who's this crazy bearded bastard? But yeah, let's see what else we got. Shay, look, I'm not one for complaining and blaming the refs, but Jesus Christ, give us some effing calls. Hey, I feel you. The way that this game started, I felt the Bulls' energy, then it just went missing out of nowhere. It needs to be consistent over a full game to keep up with those good teams. Yeah, it seemed like the Bulls came in. I had tweeted, this is a playoff atmosphere game, and Bulls were playing like it was. And then it's like, hey, I don't know if the moment got to them, if they, that scoring drought really, they haven't been the same since they went on that 5-minute scoring drought. Have not been the same at all since then. So we'll see. We'll see. Haize, are you mad Billy left the bench in for the whole 20-4 run, put the starters in, we score and cut the lead now? No, because it wasn't the whole run, I don't think, at least because DeMar was out there with the bench for a while too, but listen, it's more than just that. It's more than just that. Let's see what we got. Brandy, it's hard to watch a team consistently lose. I'm fair weather. You're so funny. You aren't fair weather. I'm sorry, but I have to blame DeMar for the first quarter because it seemed like, oh no, I you can't just, but you can't blame everything on one player. You can't. Let's see. Julia got. I'm sorry, DeMar needs to sit a couple of games. That is definitely sending the message. That's for sure. But yeah. White is killing me slowly, and I hate it. Oh wow, wow. Pat defense been solid, man. He's giving Bobby trouble, which I like. Pat's defense is solid. Pat's defense isn't an issue now. Well, one thing that we're seeing, Pat only took one shot now. He's played how many minutes? He's played 8 minutes. I think he played around 8 or 9 minutes in that first. It was probably more like 11. I think he took 5 or 6 shots by then. But he's been getting some key defensive calls there. So this may not be the game. I'm really surprised we haven't seen Derrick Jones Jr. more in this game. Really, really surprised we haven't seen him yet in this game. Levian Clothing says, not gonna lie, start Pat. Did you see what Javonte was doing against 7-footers in this game? There are times where the Bulls would not have gotten certain possessions if it wasn't. Javonte is not the issue in this game, nor is his height. He is doing some shit in this game. I was surprised that Patrick Williams gave Bobby Portis. Why are you surprised by that? That's not surprising at all to me. Patrick Williams is a physical defender, and we should know with Bobby Portis from him being here so long. One thing with Bobby, like Bobby's tough. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not calling Bobby soft at all. But if you can get physical with Bobby, it kind of throws him off a little bit. And and Pat is also rotating out fast on Bobby, things like that. Let's see what else we got. Game's not back on. Don't forget, guys, you got to let me know when the game is back on because I don't know. Coach Billy should change his offensive plays. If the ISO players code, we're fucked. I've talked very heavily about this, Noel. I'm not sure if you knew this. It's not just it's not just, you can't just blame it on ISO ball. The players aren't moving without the ball. That's one thing that we saw Alex Caruso really generate a lot, is that he was moving without the ball. We're not seeing that a lot. Games back on. All right, y'all. Brandy smoking. You smoking? They got you stressed out, Brandy. Don't be stressed out. It is what it is. We've seen worse. We've seen worse. Those cheesehead bastards, fuck them. It is what it is. But all right, guys, I will be here after the game for another stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Be here for the post game. At the worst, if the Bulls do lose by a big margin, it'll turn into therapy. At best, the Bulls will have a good showing, and we'll have some positive things to talk about. But we'll see. We'll see. Dad said no, still shoot arounds. Okay, well, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Harris says, like the video. Yeah, like the damn video. How many likes do we have? Let's see. I usually don't check it. Try not, unless you guys say something. We are sitting at 30 likes, 100% on that. That's not bad. That's not bad for a halftime hangout. Halftime hangouts are usually really, really short. So that's not bad for a halftime hangout. I'll take that. I'll take that. By the way, you guys see the new template I'm using for thumbnails? Y'all see that? We're taking everything up a notch around here. Everything's going up a notch. Everything. We got to be way more professional. I mean, by the presentation, I'm still going to be me. But I love you guys, man. I'll see you guys after the game. All right. Peace, y'all.